Let's have some fun, shall we? Running a small business is almost like a superpower. If you have no one, you know how hard it is. You have to do so many things alone. Having a website, social media, and all of that. You also have to deal with loneliness most of the times because it's a very lonely job, especially if you do it by yourself. And in today's world, it's becoming more and more harder to be our own boss, be sustainable with our businesses, maintain an income that lets us do this as our jobs. There's one key thing I think it's very important and something that has made me allowed to keep calling this my job and keep having inspiration and creativity and all of that. And it's something that I think it was the most important thing for me on the year of 2025, and I wanted to share that with you, which is how to keep my creative business fun and how that allowed me to still doing this every day. Basically, I want to bring a little bit more positivity into this. I know how hard it has been to a lot of you watching, dealing with the state of the world, trying to sell online where all of these major things are happening, not having sales, not knowing what to do. But one thing we can control is how we react to certain situations. I start to notice certain things that if I didn't do them or if I didn't try to spend time focusing on other things, I wasn't, and I was just focusing on my business and how things were working or not working. I would end up failing a lot more. So this is a list of things that I've been trying to do during this year, and I'm going to try to implement even more next year to make my business still feel like a fun thing and to make it work. So let's get into it. The first thing that I would like to talk about is how the importance of changing your routine or your environment. A couple of weeks ago, I posted a video where I showed you me a plate in the studio, and only that made such a big difference. I wish I've done it sooner in the year. Just create a new environment, feeling fresh on your workspace, and of course, having a routine is very, very important. And at least for me, it's very, very important. But sometimes I like to allow myself to do something different during the day. That might be just taking some time off, or go to the museum, or have a late breakfast, or even have breakfast outside, or start the day drawing. Because a lot of my work right now, it's not illustration, it's making products or editing videos or admin work. So the first thing I do in the morning is drawing instead of answering to my emails or doing something related to that. So I feel like those are little things that I can do from time to time whenever I'm feeling more stuck or I need a little change of scenery, or even if I wake up and I don't feel as creative, I try not to force myself to do the things that I don't want to, and I try to do some little things throughout the day or the week of the month or the month to allow me to feel like I'm doing something different and to change things up a little bit. For me, it became very different once it was my full-time job. I was dedicating my full day to doing the things that I wanted to do, like product making, everything. I had the whole time in the world. And as I said, sometimes illustration gets to the last bit of my job and creating new art and all of that, which I really want to change, but it's still part of my main job. So I think having a creative art hobby, it's very, very important to separate your work then from your art that is your work then from your art that you can just do on your free time. Maybe even try new mediums. I want to go back to watercolors. I want to use my sketchbook a little bit more and just draw ugly stuff just for the sake of it, and even things outside my style, because since I started to draw on my style, I focus a lot on drawing on a specific way and all of that. Maybe go back to realism, which was something that I really enjoyed when I was studying, and just do art that doesn't have to end up being a product. Because I mentioned this before, I feel like sometimes I'm just a robot creating new collections every month. So having this break or just drawing for myself or drawing things that I don't have to use in the future can be so liberating and so feel so much freedom into what I can do, the colors that I can use. I have this big dream of doing oil paintings, which is something that I used to do when I was studying as well. And I just want to paint and do fun stuff. And I don't want that to be part of my job, but it's something that I love so, so much. But it's something that I haven't done in years and years. So I'm a little bit lost into what painting I can do, what inks I can use, and learn the techniques because I never actually learn them from scratch. I would just do them when we were in high school and I would have to use oils. We would just do it based on what we felt it was correct. Like we had our teachers, but it wasn't something very deep down, very that would go very deep. They would just teach us the basics like mixing colors and all of that. So I really want to make that connection with painting a lot deeper. So I'm using Artist Academy to do that. And I'm very, very excited about that. I already have an easel. I just need to get some paints, but I can't wait to learn more about it. I want to learn for pleasure and for the sake of it and not with a goal to do anything amazing or perfect. I just want to have fun. Artist Academy, it's your online resource for everything art related. It's perfect for everyone interested in advancing their artistic skills, for beginners or more experienced artists. Like myself, I know a little bit of oil painting, I know a lot about watercolors, but I feel like I want to deep down my knowledge to know exactly what I'm doing, learn new techniques that I don't even think about. So yeah, I'm very excited to learn and deep dive into oil painting yet again. You can learn a lot more about oil painting, watercolors, or even more specific subjects like portraits, landscapes, still life, and all of that. The platform is divided into skills and techniques, materials, or subjects, so it's very easy to find the classes that you're looking for. I'm really looking forward into start my oil journey again and to start from the beginning, like taking classes into how I can set up my canvas, my brushes, my palettes, and then go more into the territory, like learn more about colors, finishing touches, and even how to mix skin tones, which is something that was also very hard for me. I loved painting people, but it was something that I struggled a lot. So I can wait to take the class on painting portraits, skin tone, age, and gender, and learn a lot more about that from actual specialists that know that what they are doing. The lessons are taught by instructors, which will leave you step-by-step demonstration, tricks, and tips that only experts and professionals can give you. You get unlimited access to tutorials and drawing and painting videos, demonstrations, and even live events where you can get access to a community and talk to other artists and share ideas and even ask questions about certain subjects. They are always creating new lessons so that you can keep inspired. If you want to try Artist Academy, first 1,000 people watching this video and use the link in the description will get a full year of premium membership of Artist Academy for only $1.49, which is insane. The offer is valid only for new members. So if you want to learn more about techniques, specific artist techniques or inspiration, check the link in my description for Artist Academy, and thank you so much for Artist Academy for sponsoring this video. I can't wait to restart my journey into painting, and since it's such a different medium to what I use right now, like oil painting or watercolors, and not like even acrylic pens or alcohol pens that I sometimes use, it's so specific, so it's so further away from what I do as my job. So I think it's going to be very, very nice to have like an artistic hobby that I can actually paint and draw and just have it all for myself and just to have fun. I'm very excited about it. Another thing that I want to mention, but I think it's slightly related to the last one, is to have hobbies. So one thing is to have artistic hobbies that you can incorporate your creativity and still be like very painty, drawing kind of hobbies. But I think it's also very important to have other kind of hobbies that you can still be creative, but not the same creativity that you use on your job or your full-time job, part-time job, or your creative business. For me, I really want to start with knitting. I want to learn more about crochet. I'm the worst person to crochet, but I really want to learn because I want to have more like sofa hobbies, like hobbies that you can do on the sofa, you know? I love diamond painting. It's something that works very well for me, that I can just disconnect from reality and it's not creative at all. I just need to be focused on what I'm doing and I don't have to think about it. Sometimes that can be just watching movies or watching TV shows and just sitting on the couch. But I think it's really, really important to also have more mental and physical hobbies that you can enjoy, but take you out of your work mindset and your small business mindset, so you can have a little creative break without feeling like you are still working towards your small business as well. Still regarding these two last subjects, like making art and skills and getting hobbies and all of that, I think it's very important to mention that not achieving for perfection, it's what keeps you in check into all of these things, and to also what makes you function without like going into burnout on your small business, on your life, and all things related, even on your hobbies. I'm the worst person to crochet, but I still want to do it because I have fun doing it. I just need to have fun outside of what I do, of what brings money that pays my bills at the end of the month. And doing that, it allows me to then go to work and still have fun there as well. And once I start to let go a little bit of this, I start to enjoy my hobbies a lot more, my free time a lot more. And then when I would come back to work after the weekend, I would feel a little bit more inspired and creative because I was able to switch off. So yeah, just thought I could mention that. And now one of the most important things that I think pulls all of this together, and I feel like it was one of the most important things that I finally put some more focus in 2025, was to rest. Like, I don't need to be creative all the time. I don't need to be on my work mode all the time. I can just read books or watch movies or just scroll on my phone, or I just need to do whenever my body is asking me to and what my creativity is asking me to. If I'm feeling like I'm pushing way too much and that I'm already forcing to draw or forcing to be creative, it's because I need a break and I need to allow myself to have that break. Otherwise, I'll just keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and eventually it would not be good. So even if I'm stressing out that I need to get all of these things done in the next 2-3 days, I just allow myself to rest even one day, even just for a few hours, and I know I'm going to work a lot better and a lot faster, being more productive, have more creativity, because I allowed myself to disconnect and rest. And that has been so, so helpful. All of this to say that your business should feel exciting and fun, and you shouldn't be having all of this pressure all the time. Of course, there's stressful times that we are going to have. We're going to have moments with a lot of work. We are going to have moments with not work at all. We're going to stress because we have to do too much. We're going to stress because we are doing not enough. But the thing is, if we want to keep doing this for years and years, we have to find ways to still make it exciting and fun. If you are going through a hard time regarding your business, maybe try some of these things out. Sometimes taking a break can make the whole difference, and you're just going to have ideas, you're just going to look at things in a different way. So even if you are getting very, very anxious about things, sometimes it's very, very worth it to take a little step back and try some of these things out, because they have been very, very helpful in one of the hardest years that I had on my small business. So I hope you find this encouraging as well, and I wish you all the luck and a wonderful week. And if you are not subscribed yet, please do leave a comment down below and let me know what's the hardest thing that you went with your small business during 2025, and if you have done something to try to get away from that. So yeah, I would love to chat with you in the comments about that. And if you want to try Artist Academy, don't forget to check the link in the description, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!